like I win the fight, right? Like I trained 5 months. That was my sole focus and purpose. And I like win, party, like have a good time. And then all of a sudden I get back to LA. I'm by myself. My girl's not there. I'm like sitting in the room and I'm like, what do I do? Like, I don't even know what is Jake Paul right now? And like, where is this path? And like, I don't know what to do with my life. I'm looking at my house like, this is like, I live here. Like, this is my home. Like, everything was just like weird foreign soil. So like on this like huge come down and like at a weird place in my life where like I'm 23, and it's like, what do I want out of this life? And like, I just had to like started having like super like deep thoughts. And then that's when I was like, yo guys, I need to come talk to you. And like, just, I talked to his friends. That's what it was.
Did
like,
that help? Did that help you?
Yes. Yes. So much. Sorry, I'm getting like a little teary eyed.
When I watched this clip earlier, it really hit me hard. You always think the grass is greener on the other side. All of us, at some point we fall into the trap of thinking, you know, if I had a little bit more money, a little bit more wealth, a little bit more free time, that I will be so much happier. That will just solve all my problems. But that's not true. That is not true. We see a perfect example in Jake Paul. You know, this kid who has immense amounts of wealth. He can do whatever he wants. Yet when you look at this clip, you see how broken he is. And that's the paradox. Materially, he's extremely wealthy, but spiritually, emotionally, you can see the poverty. You can see the poverty that he's suffering from, and that's painful to see. And may Allah guide him. This is the reality of life. You know, we live in a world which promotes this idea that money is everything. Material possessions and wealth is everything. That's what you're here to do. That's what you're here to make. But time and time again, we're shown examples of individuals who have all of this. They've achieved this. They've got all of this. But it doesn't help them find themselves. No matter how much money you have in the world, no matter how much wealth you have, it will not help you find yourself. It will not help you discover yourself. What did he say in the clip? After the fight he was preparing for, he was on a high, had his fight, returns home, and he sits there and he asks himself, well, who am I? You know, who is Jake Paul? What is this place? He has an existential crisis. And this happens over and over again. And many people, wealthy people, experience this. Even if you're not too wealthy, you experience this. We should take this as a sign. You know, it's our souls screaming out to us that you're going the wrong direction. You know, money, wealth, material possessions, achieving material goals is not what you were created to do. No, again, in his example, he said he can set any goal he likes. He can have whatever worldly vision he wants, and he can chase it and he could try to attain it. But at the end of the day, what happens? It comes to an end. No matter what worldly material goal you set will come to an end. Just like life itself will come to an end. Everything in this material existence will end. And that's why it will never provide you with lasting satisfaction. As human beings, we were created, and as God says in His final revelation, we were created to know Allah, to know our Creator and to worship Him. That's what we're created to do. Our purpose, our goal transcends this material physical realm. And it's only when we start striving towards fulfilling this purpose we were created for will we find true happiness, peace, satisfaction, tranquility, all of these good things that we're desperately in search for. And if Jake Paul ever watches this, you know, I'd just like to say to him that, you know, you've lived it, you've been there, you've done that, and you've seen that that's not what leads to satisfaction. And I would really recommend you to go on that journey of self-discovery. And I can sit and tell you right now, but you can go and do this for yourself, that you will not truly find yourself, you will not truly discover who you are unless you discover your Creator. And it's only through discovering your Creator and your relationship with your Creator and why He created you will you truly find your true essence, who you are, why you were created. What are you all about? Without God, the best you can do is reduce yourself down to biology, as the atheists do. Don't waste time. We don't have forever. We maybe have 50, 60, 70 years on this earth, and we have to realize and come to the realization that this world is fleeting. It's an illusion. These ideas that wealth is what life is all about, you know, material possessions is what life is all about, these are false ideas that are sold to us. And those that have wealth stand for us as perfect examples of this truth. So we need to wake up. God makes abundantly clear in the Quran that this life is fleeting. It's an illusion. It's not what you were created for. وَمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا إِلَّا مَتَاعُ الْغُرُورِ. You know, and what is this worldly life, as God says? What is it? Except an illusion of pleasure. A deceptive type of pleasure, which is going to come to an end. When we go into our graves, you know, there won't be any difference between a street cleaner and a millionaire. We all go under the ground. If you find yourself in a position similar to Jake Paul's, where, you know, you have some wealth, you have some money, you're comfortable, but you just are not satisfied, you're not fulfilled, or you can't find yourself, you're suffering from anxiety, depression, and existential crises, then really I would recommend you to pick up a copy of the Quran and read it for yourself and see what it has to say to you and how it speaks to you. And I guarantee you, if you read it sincerely, you will find all of the answers you're looking for. I'll leave you guys with this. Until next time, take care.